mere few hours ago, Apple concluded their 2015 Worldwide Developers Conference, where they made some very important software and platform announcements for many of their products. In this video, I'm going to be going over the most major announcements that Apple made and what this means for Apple as a company and for their product lineup. Hope you guys enjoy. I'm going to go through the list. I have 3 pages of notes here. I'm going to try to summarize the best I can everything Apple announced and give good meaning to it. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Starting off with Apple's announcement of their newest version of macOS X El Capitan, which is supposed to provide lots of improvements graphically and just performance-wise in general. Apple's going to be integrating their Metal graphics technology into macOS X. Metal was previously announced as a graphics library for iOS 8 that allowed game developers to really do more with their games and make more graphically impressive games that ran better. And this is now going to be transitioning over to macOS X, and I'm hoping that leads to some performance enhancements. Only time can tell. Enhanced spotlight searches. Now, this is something where OS X is sort of catching up with iOS here. You'll be able to search for weather or sports scores through Spotlight in OS X coming in El Capitan. And split view, which basically allows you to view 2 apps at one time in full screen. This is sort of similar to how Windows has the snap to one side, snap to the other, except in full screen. I feel like this is a feature that OS X has really needed for a while, even though this isn't quite the implementation I would personally have hoped for, but hey, it is what it is. The developer beta will be available today. A public beta will be coming out in this summer, and the OS itself will be available to everyone in the fall as a free upgrade, of course. Now, on to the next set of upgrades. iOS 9, brand new iOS coming out. There will be some Siri improvements, just slight things. Basically, when your headphones are plugged in or you connect your device to your car, the iPhone will be able to suggest a recent playlist or audiobook. And now you can ask Siri for specific photos and videos. Like, say you want photos from California in August 2014. You just say, "Okay, Siri, show me photos from California in August 2014. And it'll be able to basically pull up photos or videos from particular time range, location. Cool stuff. Now, Apple Pay. Apple Pay is a big part of iOS, and Apple made a lot of important announcements about Apple Pay. Firstly, that Square will be launching a new Apple Pay compatible reader, which will allow small businesses to accept Apple Pay. Apple Pay will be launching in the United Kingdom in July. They expect to have most of the major credit card providers in the United Kingdom on board with Apple Pay by the time the fall gets here. Over 250,000 locations will be ready to accept Apple Pay, and the London transport system will be able to accept it as well. Support for retail and store loyalty cards, like rewards cards, has been added to Apple Pay, and that will be coming in iOS 9. And Discover will be joining Apple Pay in the fall, which will make Apple Pay available for all major credit card networks and before it was already available for Visa, MasterCard, and American Express. So basically, Discover is just completing the rainbow. And Passbook will be renamed Wallet because of the advent of Apple Pay, and really, it's more of a full-fledged solution now, especially since Apple Pay has a lot more support and can handle a lot more than it was originally able to outside the box. In the Notes app on iOS 9, this affects Mac too. You will now be able to create checklists and have access to the camera to save photos in your notes and be able to make sketches. Now, in the Maps app, there will be a new transit view with directions for public transportation like your buses, trains, subways, ferries. Apple says this will launch with support for many of the world's most traveled countries. There are words like Boston, New York, LA, San Francisco, and Maps will also support transit in 300 cities across China. There will be a new News app in iOS 9. This is pretty big. This is expected to replace Newsstand, which will be discontinued. who really uses Newsstand? No offense, but really now. But this news app looks pretty exciting from the previews I've seen. Very nice. It will be able to take note of user habits and will have smart story recommendations. Articles will provide certain interactive aspects, like being able to interact with certain details with photo galleries, animations, and video. And this will be available in the US, Australia, and the United Kingdom at launch. In addition to these major iOS announcements, iOS will also have expanded search. So you'll be able to search for Netflix movies, sports schedules, information inside of apps like YouTube and Twitter, and more. iPhone will now be able to suggest apps based on your daily routine, like if they notice you use Instagram a lot when you wake up and check your iPhone, they'll say maybe you want to check Instagram. Spotlight will now suggest recent contacts, apps, or places that may be of interest based on your past activity. Like if you call a certain contact a lot, it'll suggest that. It's already sort of like that, like an app switching screen, but it's just expanding more onto that concept. New physical keyboard shortcuts, such as for switching from applications, like if you have a physical keyboard dock for your iPad, it'll have more support for that. A total redesign of the app switching screen on iOS. Very exciting. Slide over. This will let you open an additional app without leaving the app you were in, so you'll be able to have two apps open at one time. And split view, which is similar to the OS X feature, which basically lets you have two apps open side by side in full screen. Picture-in-picture mode, this is one I'm really looking forward to. This will allow you to watch video while doing other things, so you can have a video, something you're watching like a TED Talk open in the side while you're checking your email or surfing social networks. I think this will be useful for a long format podcast like Twit, where the shows are very long and you don't just want to be sitting there watching the video entire time. You might want to look and glance at, especially if they're talking about something exciting, but you also want to do something else. The built-in apps in iOS are now optimized for the Metal graphics library, which should be interesting. General performance and battery improvements in iOS 9 as well. I'm looking forward to seeing those as a personal user of iOS. HomeKit supports new accessories such as home security systems and mechanical blinds. In addition to all of this, Apple is going to be releasing a new update for its Swift programming language, Swift 2. This will be available open source on iOS, OS X, and Linux later in the year. And the iOS 9 developer beta will be available today to Apple developers. And iOS 9 will be available to everyone in the fall. Now on to the Apple Watch updates. So native apps will be coming to the Apple Watch and watchOS 2. That's something to look forward to. New faces, features, and functions will be coming as well. In the new Watch update, you'll be able to set an album of photos or an individual photo as your watch face, or be able to select from a variety of pre-made time lapses as your watch face. This is definitely going to be something exciting to watch out for. Information from third-party apps will be available in the watch face, like maybe Twitter notifications, Instagram, whatnot. When you turn the digital crown, basically the little switch on the side, the knob, time travel, which is what they're calling it, will let you see things like upcoming events and temperatures. When the Apple Watch is on its side and charging, it'll automatically go into a nightstand mode, which lets you basically use it as a nightstand at night when you're about to go to sleep, like you would with a regular clock. It can have multiple screens for friends, and you'll be able to add people from the watch as contacts. You'll be able to draw and send sketches to your friends. And in addition to all of this, you'll be able to reply to email directly from the watch with smart replies, emojis, or dictation. Like you'll be able to say like, hey Tim, I have an appointment at 3 o'clock or something. You'll be able to use Siri to start and end your workouts, like if you're working out and you want to record your progress. You'll be able to share activity and workout achievements on social media. Be like, you'll be able to share activity and workout achievements on social media. HomeKit support will be coming to the Apple Watch. The watchOS 2 developer preview will be available today, and watchOS 2 will be available in the fall. Finally, Apple Music, what all of you have been waiting for. Apple's new streaming music service. It'll have a 24/7 global radio station that will be the same for everyone, basically just like regular radio, except you're tuning into it on your phone. But it'll have Connect, a social network for music artists, sort of like Ping, if you guys remember that, which was Apple's first forte into social media with music. That didn't work out for them, but it looks like they're trying it again with Connect. This will be fully integrated with iTunes, and this will work a lot like Spotify or Audio, where you're able to basically stream any song you want to, look up songs, make playlists, etc. This will be $9.99 a month for individuals and $14.99 for the family plan. And this will be available June 30th in over 100 countries for iOS and Mac. And will be released on Android and PC in the fall. In addition to all of these things, Apple also unveiled their brand new CarPlay feature, which in select cars will allow you to basically have certain functions from your phone displayed on your car's dashboard screen. Of course, this only works in select cars. Not all cars have touchscreen dashboards. And will take the things you want to do with your iPhone while driving, such as making phone calls or other things, and put them right in your car's built-in display. And this should be exciting. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing this. They'll be working with all the major manufacturers: Ford, Chevrolet, Volkswagen, Toyota, Hyundai, Honda. Pretty much anything you name it, they're partnered up with. And this is definitely going to be exciting. Hopefully this will cut down on the number of accidents. And I'm really looking forward to seeing this personally. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, be sure to leave a thumbs up. What were your favorite announcements from WWDC? I'm looking forward to hearing. Be sure to leave a thought in the comments below. If you guys like this video, be sure to check out my other video on my Cool Carmen channel. You can click this annotation right here, a link in the description. Top 5 best announcements from WWDC. I hope all of you have a good one, and thanks for watching. Peace out, guys.